Hello, clutter warrior. Today we're going to talk about something very serious, and that is having a sense of humor when you do this work. Believe me, it is essential that you bring a sense of lightness and play to it, because otherwise, particularly when we're dealing with sentimental objects and things that we've had for some time, it's so easy to get lost in the feelings, to get lost in the story, to get lost in the weight, the gravitas of the object and all of the background surrounding the object. So everything and anything that we can do to create some space for ourselves and a little bit of objectivity and distance, and start to develop or foster a sense of playfulness and curiosity as we're making the decisions about, should this stay, should it go, and if it stays, where does it stay? How do we use it? Where do we put it? So really, when you are approaching this work, whether you're a newbie to it, you've been doing it for some time, monitor yourself, pay attention to yourself without being weird about it, to see, is there a way that I can soften my approach? Is there a way for me to introduce some levity? Can I find some humor in observing my mindset, and perhaps where story is making my choices for me historically, and now that I'm bringing some awareness to it, I can make different choices. It becomes a practice of itself, if you will, where you get to examine how you move through time and space, and whether you can be lighthearted and playful, or if it needs to, you can even see as I'm doing this, or if you're listening as I'm saying this, right, that sense of getting crowded in with the heaviness and weighed down with the heaviness, or if there's a way to open up and lighten yourself so that as you're approaching this, it doesn't feel, you're not bringing extra to it. The work itself is as demanding of your attention and your emotions and your psychology as it is your spiritual nature. There's enough that the process of decluttering evokes or engages. We don't need to bring extra into the room, right? If you brought extra clutter into the room, which in essence you are, it's just emotional or psychological or spiritual clutter that you're having to sift through in addition to dealing with the physical clutter. Let's just meet the physical clutter where it is, and let's not bring anything else that we have to then peel away to be able to be more effective. So that is my invitation to you. Look at, if you find yourself with your face getting pinched and feeling like this is hard work and it's difficult and it's loaded with lots of things that have nothing to do with the object itself, let's see what we can do to release that, so we can just meet the objects where they are, make a relatively objective decision about, does it stay, does it go, and if it stays, where it stays, and if it goes, where can we pass it on so its life cycle continues away from us? Hopefully not in landfill, again, unless it is literally garbage, but how do we pass it along, again, with some generosity and an open heart, rather than feeling like something is being wrested away from us, or we're having to give something away or get rid of something. It never needs that level of violence attached to it. It's much more a gentle opening your hand and allowing something to fall out of it. And the more you can find joy in that, you can find playfulness and some humor, the easier this work will be and the greater your momentum will be. That's it for today's episode. Thanks for tuning in.